Hey everybody, what's up? It's Brittany Hiller here. I am your embodiment coach, the founder of Effervescence Yoga Studio and Spa, as well as your laughter yoga teacher. So today I'm coming in with more of a bit of a spiritual inspiration, and this is typically one of my 5 minutes of inspiration talks. We're going to go a little bit deeper than 5 minutes today because what I want to discuss with you is cutting cords and how to cut cords and why it is so beneficial for us, not only physically, but psychologically, as well as spiritually as well. So today we're going to discuss those. So what are cords? How do we detangle from them? How do we cut them? This idea came to me from my dear friend Chris Sudeth, who is an amazing Reiki practitioner, and he is just wildly knowledgeable in the metaphysical world. So he discussed this with me one time. This was back in 2015, I want to say. A lot happened that year. And it was really interesting because I was on the table with him. I was just receiving Reiki from him, and he was walking me through, and he was sharing how it's time to cut some cords, Brittany. It's time to cut some cords. And I had no idea what he was talking about. I was like, what? What do you mean? He was like, I can feel that you're still entangled with others of your past. And so what that means is I like to personally picture cords, right, actually coming into my body, that being my being, into my presence, and physically cutting and releasing them throughout the meditation. And so what that does is it's an interesting experience for myself personally because I actually feel as if there has been a weight lifted off. So what if you pictured yourself with all of these like garden hoses or even fire hoses, depending on how significant your attachment is, your entanglement is to your past, to the people of your past, and how to cut those off. Just you're not necessarily releasing yourself from that person. They're not exiting your life. However, what is leaving is any of the negative influences that you may have received from them in the past. So, this is a great little thing that we're going to chat about real quick is, are you leaving, right, when you're cutting your cords? So when you cut these cords, you're not, again, like I said, not necessarily leaving or completely detaching from the person or object of your past, but instead you're detaching from that negative energy that's corded up and that's entangled to and within you. And another great thing that I love to practice within my own personal self-care is understanding what is true for me, and then anything else that is not true for me to cancel, clear, delete. So cutting a cord to me feels like I'm cancel clearing and deleting out what is not true for me anymore, right? So if you think about it, right, how often the way that you can check in with this is if you start to see of your past anything that is still hitting you, anything, any person that you're still, if you were to think about them, they bring up a negative feeling within you. And you know that because you feel a tightness somewhere within your body. And so this is when it gives you the idea, maybe it's time to cut some cords. Maybe it's time to release that person or the feelings around that person because that person's gone. You know, they may be, again, if they're of your past, that means they are not present within your life anymore. So that way you understand, like, they're gone, but yet they still have some sort of effect on you. And if that effect on you is negative, it's time to cut the cords. So how do we do this? And again, we are going to cut the cords through utilizing a simple meditation technique today. There are many different ways that you can choose to cut cords. Some people use wands, some people use pendulums, some people ask for the assistance of Archangel Michael, some tune in to Reiki practitioners and have them assist, as I did when I didn't even know I need to cut cords until I learned that experience with my friend Seti. So today we're going to utilize our higher self through meditation. And so what we're going to do within this meditation is we are going to imagine ourselves engulfed in an orb of white light energy. So this white light is just hovering over your head. And you're going to pull that energy into your body and connect with your own true higher self. Yeah, so this is brand new to you, right? Woo! what an experience you're going to have. You can also imagine stepping outside of yourself and facing yourself to connect with you. So these are two different methods. And what's great is if you do imagine yourself stepping outside of yourself, gazing at yourself, then you can actually begin, and I'm closing my eyes because I'm picturing this myself, you can begin to actually physically create within your imagination yourself, right, standing there with all of these different cords or hoses protruding from your physical body that you can see. So then what that does is that now it tunes you in again to just your own knowledge, your own unique idea that, who are these attached to? What energies are they bringing in? Negative, positive? Am I feeling good? Am I feeling bad? And then what this is doing is now gives you the opportunity to physically picture yourself cutting them, sweeping them away. So the way that I picture it, again, it's like a plug. It's like plugging in a vacuum cleaner or plugging in a hose. And then as you cut it, maybe you unplug it, and then it goes right on back to where it's from, never to return again. Now, mind you, sometimes they do. Our thoughts are powerful, right? Our memories are powerful. We bring ourselves back into old things all the time because we're human. So you might have to do this process over and over again. That's the beauty and power of meditation. And that's what assists you, is by really tuning in, tapping in, and then picturing yourself unplugging, cutting cords, releasing that energy. So as you do this, right, you're going to imagine calling to your own self and calling to the higher self of the person that which you are detaching from. And you can picture yourself in front of them. And then you'll tell your higher self, right, the person that you're talking to, that you would like to have a healthy energy flow with them. And so as you do that, you are now creating this space of a positive feeling towards them, with them, in them, through the higher self feeling, instead of that negative past. So then what happens is you might even feel a physiological shift within your body by asking this. And you'll know because you see the name of the person, and then you feel, if in the past, right, you felt tightness somewhere in your body, maybe your throat, maybe your heart, maybe your head, depending on where they hit you, right, like emotionally. So then as you ask and you tune in, like, hey, what would it be like if we had this healthy flow of energy together? Maybe something shifts. You say their name again. Maybe it might feel a little lighter instead of so heavy. And so then with that, right, that's one way of helping to release. Boom. And then you ask them for forgiveness. So picturing this is a really true an amazing meditation process, is asking forgiveness of the people of your past, even if they hurt you. Tune in and ask forgiveness for any past pain or hurt that they may cause you, that you may have caused them, and apologize, and then picture them doing the same for you, for any misunderstandings that you may have had, however it was, whatever unfolded, how deep it might be, just depending, again, how big that cord is attached to you. And then imagine sweeping that white field that you have doused your body in, clearing the corded energy out. So maybe it's so fun to get imaginative with this and to get visual with this because you're in control. So you might even begin to picture as this bright white light goes through, there's like scissors, boom, 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 just clearing, releasing, and cutting throughout. And so what's so neat about this is that, again, you're going to begin to feel, notice again how you feel, and you're going to begin to feel, I imagine, a lighter sensation throughout your body. So you can sit with this meditation really truly tuning in and picturing this, visualizing this for as little as 2 minutes, as much as 30 minutes. It's all up to you and how many cords you feel you truly need to release. And then imagine what that's going to do for you. Imagine in your life now, in your being, in yourself, that now you're making decisions based on what's true for you, not what's true to those cores that are attached to you, those negative feelings, right? Maybe that person one day told you you couldn't sing. Boom, let's cut it. Get it out of here. What's true for them is not true for you. So by tuning into what's true for you, you allow your true self to be in this world. And what's so powerful about that is now, because you're tapping in and tuning into what's true for you, who you truly are, you're able to then share your gifts with the world that we need. We need your gifts. So I invite you to try this meditation, check it out. Leave me any comments if you felt that you had any success with this, or if that you felt any lightness after attempting it. So cutting the cords today. Let's tune in, focus on that, and I can't wait to hear how this unfolded for you. Until then, have a beautiful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.